that tomfoolery, all that time. Shout out to Unrivaled Boxing Talk News. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Unrivaled Boxing Talk News. If you haven't subscribed, please go subscribe to Unrivaled Boxing Talk and News. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you. God bless you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and everybody across the world. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. We just gonna wait for some people to time in. I'm just gonna keep reading this. I got a couple more texts that I was getting. I sent out a lot of Happy Thanksgiving text right now. My little brother hit my line up. As you come in, please hit the like button. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Peep the title, baby. We got our facts too. Happy Thanksgiving. You welcome. You welcome. Mm-hmm. Luis Ortiz ducked Dillian Whyte. Stop it. Let it go. Stop saying Dillian Whyte didn't fight Ortiz. That's why he ain't getting the fight with Wilder. Stop that shit. Cut it the fuck out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut that shit out. What's up, Suleiman? Cut it out. I'm gonna read the article to you. Okay? I'm gonna read the article. Okay, Dillian Whyte himself. This ain't no other person speaking for anybody. This is Dillian Whyte himself. Okay. Shout out to Unrivaled Box Talking News, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Norman. What's up, Wolf? What's up, Rago? What's up, Troy? Good morning to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. What's up, John? What's going on, man? Happy Thanksgiving, man. Luis Ortiz refused to fight White. Hell on it. I just want everybody to hear it straight up. No BS, no nonsense, no narrative, no none of that stuff, bro. Straight real talk. If Dillian Whyte would have ducked Luis Ortiz, trust me, this video or this stream would be stating that happened. Okay? I'm doing this on StreamYard because I want one of you sons of bitches that's out there that got a problem and always want to push this narrative. Feel free to chime in and come holler at me. All right? I can do that shit now. See, back then, I couldn't do this. Now I'm calling y'all out directly. What's up? Luis Ortiz ducked Dillian Whyte. I got all my facts right here, right now. Shout out to Unrivaled Box Talk News. Thank you for the information. Thank you for the link. Appreciate you, dog. So, what's up? What's up? What's going on? What's going on, bro? Hold on, I'm going to this article and I'm going to read it to y'all directly. I'm going to read it to y'all directly. Since people think it's a game, people think it's some BS. People actually was out here pushing that narrative that Dillian Whyte ducked Luis Ortiz, and that is why he did not get the fight with Deontay Wilder, and that is a lie. Anybody that is stating that and is pushing that is lying to you straight up. Okay, I think Ryder beat Smith. I saw the highlights of that fight. Ryder beat Smith. I think he beat him. I think Colin Smith's power was a little overrated with fighting George Groves. Everybody kind of just went off of the fact because George Groves is a big name, but just because you got a big name don't mean you got a big chin. So, I mean, I'm not saying George Rose never could take a punch, but he wasn't able to take a punch that night against Colin Smith, period. And that's just how it works. So you can be mad about it or not. It is what it is. What's up, Notorious? What's up, Notorious? But anyway, it's the real deal column. Dillian Whyte's own column that he wrote May 1st, 2019. He wrote it at 11:59 a.m., updated at 12:13 p.m. All right. This is before he fought the Cuban Oscar Rivas. All right. What's up, 1-2? What's up, 1-2? All right. He says, and I quote, this is Dillian Whyte. I'm quoting. This is no other reporter, nobody. This is Dillian Whyte. I'm quoting, people. Shout out Unrivaled Boxing Talking News. Okay, Dillian Whyte says, we looked to make a deal with Luis Ortiz lots of times, but he kept making all these stupid excuses. His team talks rubbish. Everything Eddie Hearns has said about them is true. They turned down 2 million pounds to fight me. He thinks he's worth more than what he is. Ortiz's best win is Brian Jennings, who my next opponent, Rivas, knocked out in his last fight, and he's younger, hungrier, unbeaten, and with a better amateur record than Ortiz. I don't understand why people think Ortiz is some kind of boogeyman. So, where is the fact that Dillian Whyte ducked Luis Ortiz when Luis Ortiz was offered 2 million pounds to fight Dillian Whyte, and he turned it down because he feels he's worth more. And his biggest win is against Brian Jennings, who Oscar Rivas knocked out and has a better amateur pedigree than Luis Ortiz. And Dillian Whyte beat Oscar Rivas. So basically, Oscar Rivas is the better opponent than Luis Ortiz. So I need y'all to cut this whole narrative with this BS about Dillian Whyte ducking Luis Ortiz. That is a bold-faced lie. And y'all need to stop it, cut it out. I don't want to hear about that shit no more. I don't want to hear nothing about Dillian Whyte ducking Luis Ortiz. That's why he didn't get to fight with Wilder. That is bullshit when he fought better competition than Luis fucking Ortiz. Yeah, my source is Dillian Whyte. Feel free to chime in. I'll put the link in the description, in the comment section. Excuse me. Feel free to come in, bro. Yep, my source is Dillian Whyte. Why would he have to sit up here and lie about offering Luis Ortiz 2 million? He offered. He offered. He says himself, we sent offers 2 million pounds. He turns it down. So feel free to counter my argument. Feel free to counter it. Feel free. The link is in the comment section. I'll do it again. Feel free to come on in. I don't duck no smoke. Training camp begins for all those that don't know. Feel free. Come on. I'm waiting. I'll do it again. Come on. Yes, my source is Dillian Whyte. Yep, my source is Dillian Whyte. Come on in. The link is in the comment section. What's up, Blue? Come on in. I just had to put this out here. Shout out Unrivaled Boxing Talking News. If you have not subscribed to Unrivaled Boxing Talking News, please subscribe to Unrivaled Boxing Talk and News as soon as possible. Can't say that 3 times fast. He is the best YouTube partner you can ever have. He's the best person you can go to when you need some actual factual boxing information and you don't know where to go. He's the man to go to. I'll let you know that right now. That's my guy. What's up, Demetrius? Happy Thanksgiving. What's up, Inside Line? Oh, John, that's a lie. That's a lie, John. I said the same thing. I said the same thing to BFTB, and he said that was a lie. That wasn't true. That wasn't Wilder. What's good, Two Hands? What's good, Two Hands? We just cutting all these narrative bullshit, man. We just cutting all this narrative BS that's going on, all this pushing bullshit, lying out here to people, telling people lies to promote other fighters, to make fighters look bigger than what they are, to make other fighters look like they really beating somebody when they really not. Yeah, we putting that shit on blast, bro. That's what the NBBC is all about. Putting away all that narrative bullshit, getting away all that fake shit, putting the real talk out there. Dillian Whyte did not duck Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz ducked Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte offered Luis Ortiz £2 million for a fight, and Luis Ortiz turned it down. Period, point blank. Then Luis Ortiz's biggest win in his whole career is Brian Jennings, which Oscar Rivas knocked out and end up fighting Dillian Whyte, which Dillian Whyte beat. So Oscar Rivas is a much better, more polished opponent than Luis Ortiz. Deontay Wilder ain't gonna fight no Oscar Rivas. I promise you that. Unheard of in the sport of boxing. Unheard of. Unheard of. Makes no damn sense. Feel free, man. Feel free. Anybody got a problem with anything that I'm saying right now? Feel free. Time on in. I want you to. I'm daring you to. Prove to me how Luis Ortiz did not duck Dillian Whyte. Come in here and tell me that Dillian Whyte ducked Luis Ortiz. Come on in here and tell me that he did that shit. Give me all your evidence right now. I will hear everything you got to say. I will mute the fuck out myself to hear your whole argument, whatever the fuck it may be. Come on in. Come on in. Do it again. I'll send it in there again. Just to let y'all know. I'll do it 2 times. Come on in. Just so you can't act like you don't see the link in the comment section. What's up, E-Punch? Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the building. I hope you eat good today, man. I hope all your family is in attendance, man. Real talk. But this is my Thanksgiving present for me to you. I'm cutting that narrative. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, man, just fuck the LDBC. Fuck what they talking about. That bullshit about Dillian Whyte ducking Luis Ortiz and all that. Man, nobody got time for that shit. They lying. That's why Fred out here going crazy. He got tired of the lies. That shit was catching up to him. It's bullshit. They lying. They a bunch of liars with that bullshit. Yeah, I told BFTB that about the 600 days and all that about Wilder said he was gonna X him out for 2 years, and he said that wasn't Wilder. He said that wasn't true. That was somebody. That was a lie. That was a false text. So evidently he knows something I don't know, because both of the interviewers in there said that was Wilder. They both was looking at it. All 3 dudes was looking at it, said it was Wilder. So all of a sudden you want to say it's not Wilder, but the 3 niggas in the damn interview say it's Wilder. They looking at the text. We ain't looking at the shit. They looking at it saying it's Wilder. So I don't think they finna lie on Wilder's name like that. Come on now. Y'all crazy. No, none of them now. They really don't want it now. I'm a little more polished now. At that time, I wasn't. I ain't gonna flex. But now, yeah, not no more. Sit his little ass the fuck down. Because this was one of his main arguments was that Luis Ortiz ducked, Dillian Whyte ducked Luis Ortiz. No, that was bullshit. Dillian Whyte did not duck Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz ducked Dillian Whyte. They're lying to y'all. I have the article, I have the column, all that. I'll read it to you one more time. Dillian Whyte states himself. It's very brief, very brief. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. We look to make a deal with Luis Ortiz. Okay, Dillian Whyte says we look to make a deal with Luis Ortiz lots of times, but he kept making all these stupid excuses. His team talk rubbish. Sounds like Dillian Whyte. Everything Eddie Hearn has said about them is true. They turned down £2 million to fight me. He thinks he's worth more than what he is. Ortiz's best win is Brian Jennings, who my next opponent, Oscar Rivas, knocked out his last fight, and he's younger, hungrier, unbeaten, and with a better amateur record than Luis Ortiz. Feel free. What's up, Ness? Feel free. Come on in. Come on in and argue it. Feel free. I'll do it 2 times just to prove my point. I'll do it 3 times because I want you to come up in here and holla at your boy. Come on up in here. We ain't gonna be here long. I ain't gonna be here long. This is just my Thanksgiving gift to y'all. Thanksgiving is the giving of thanks. I want to give. It's not just thanking. I want to give. I want to give to y'all. I want to give to the people. So I'm the people's champ. What up, Candace? Shout out to the UGC, man. Shout out to the whole NBBC, man. Feel free to come on in, man. Come on in. Come on in, bro. Come on in. If you're feeling some type of way about what I'm saying, come on in. Come on in. I want you to. I want you to come right up on up in here. Didn't the WBC order Whyte versus Ortiz and the winner fight Wilder? Didn't they order that? The winner fight Wilder. They also ordered that the winner from Rivas and Whyte was supposed to get Wilder too. Was supposed to be #1 contender, and that fight happened, and he still didn't get his shit. So you want to bring up old shit? I'm gonna bring it. Okay, you know what? I already brought up that article. I already told you the article, right? Now you want to bring up something that happened before the Rivas fight even happened, right? You bringing up old shit. So let me keep you current. Okay. See, after that, right? Because yeah, that happened. I could have. I believe that happened. I believe they ordered that fight to happen. I believe that. But they also ordered Dillian Whyte to fight Lucas Brown. He knocked out Brown. Then after he fought Lucas Brown, they told him he's supposed to get a fight with Wilder. Didn't happen. So you know what they did? They threw Joseph Parker at him. And they said you beat Joseph Parker, you get the fight with Wilder. This is after that. This is after that shit you talking about. This is after that happened, okay? Okay, you bringing up old shit. Okay, let's keep it current. Let's keep it current. Let's keep up with the current events. Okay. So they told him that. Then, after he beat Parker, right? You know what I mean? In a hell of a fight with Parker. Got put on his ass, all shit. After he fought Parker, they was like, oh shit, he beat Parker. We didn't think he was gonna beat Parker. All right. He went to war with Chisora, and pretty much we think Chisora beat him. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put him in there with Chisora. So then they threw Chisora at him because they didn't think he was gonna beat Chisora. Beats Chisora, knocks Chisora the fuck out, sparks him out, right? Get him out of there. Okay. Then after he beats Chisora, they throw Oscar Rivas at him. After he just beat Brian Jennings, who basically lost to Luis Ortiz. Okay. Another person that beat Brian Jennings, who's younger than Luis Ortiz, hungrier than Luis Ortiz, right? Has a better amateur pedigree than Luis Ortiz, right? Knocks out Brian Jennings, right? Dillian Whyte fights that guy. The better fighter of if you were to pick a better of Oscar Rivas and Luis Ortiz, Oscar Rivas I would think would be the better fighter of the two. Oscar Rivas is younger, he's hungrier. Ortiz is an old guy. I think Dillian Whyte don't like beating up on senior citizens. It's kind of funny how you Wilder fans like to see senior citizens get beat up. It's kind of funny how a lot of you Wilder fans like to see that. By UCAD. By UCAD. By UCAD. It's Vada or nada, bruh. He passed Vada, bruh. It's Vada or nada, bruh. That's what we go by. Vada or nada, bruh. Fuck UCAD. We already know UCAD dirty, bruh. Everybody know that UCAD throughout the world is known to be dirty, bruh. It's Vada or nada. So he passed Vada. He was cleared to fight. So if it was that bad, I don't think he would have been cleared to fight. But he was already cleared to fight. In a sense, he could take that shit to court. So while y'all sitting there trying to be on some other shit, y'all need to get on this legal ramification bullshit. For real, for real. Y'all got all these excuses. All these excuses. Don't want to come in here, though. Don't want to come in here and holler at your boy. I don't want to come in here and try to debate this fact, because it's been time and time again when I've done live stream, and all y'all keep saying is, I can't wait to debate you. Oh, I wish I could debate you. I wish I could call in. Oh, I wish I could call in. All right, well, you could time in. I can send you the link. You can get your ass right up on here and holler at your boy. You ain't got to type shit. You can sit up here and run your goddamn mouth as much as you want to. Feel free. Come on, time on in. The link is in the comment section. Come on. This is one of them days. Come on, it's Vada or nada, bro. It's Vada or nada. Shout out to the UGC. Shout out to Unrivaled Boxing Talking News, man. It's Vada or nada, bro. They lying, bro. LDBC, they lying. They lying about that Dillian Whyte ducked Luis Ortiz when Luis Ortiz ducked Dillian Whyte. He was sent offers as well. He was sent offers. What's up, Tim? No, we shit on all opponents, bro. Let me tell you something. Let me be clear about something real quick with y'all. With this trying to put us in a box shit, bro. All right, look. If AJ was doing what Wilder was doing, I'd be on AJ UK ass too. All right. If Wilder was out here fighting unification bouts and doing this thing, knocking real niggas out and shit like that, I'd be on Wilder. Just like I would give Wilder the respect the same way I give any other fighter. I would give a fuck how shitty his style is. He out here knocking motherfuckers out, top motherfuckers, top dudes. I'd be giving him his just due. I'd be giving him his respect. That's what I would do. But Wilder ain't doing that. Wilder's not out here fighting top competitions. He's not out here knocking out top opposition. He's out here knocking out senior citizens. He's out here knocking out your next door neighbor's daddy and grandpa. That's what Wilder doing. And you want me to respect that because why? Because he American? Because he black? Terrence Crawford, black, I support him. Anthony Yard is of African descent, I support him. Anthony Joshua is of African descent. I support him. Effie Adaba is of African descent. I support him. Gary Russell Jr. is of African descent. I support him. Shakur Stevenson is of African descent. I support him. Devin Haney, I support him. So all this BS you be talking about trying to put us in this little box, we not in that box, bro. That's y'all trying to put us in a box because y'all don't want to accept the fact that we really are unbiased, and y'all want to keep us in that box because y'all afraid of what it's going to look like when the world really see that we really unbiased. We really going to tell you the truth. We're really going to call it spade a spade, regardless of who the fighter is and regardless of how much you like the fighter or not. Wouldn't care if it's Lomachenko, Canelo, Anthony Yard, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Jamal Trump. Don't give a damn who it is. We calling them out. Trainers and all. Straight up. And you mad because that's what we do. Don't hate on us, bro. Don't hate because the other side can't be us. Don't hate on that. Don't hate because y'all could actually come over here and actually leave comments. Y'all could actually give y'all shady opinions and actually don't get blocked or muted for it. You need to be grateful. You need to go over there and say, man, we got to thank them dudes because we can actually go over there and say whatever we want pretty much, and we don't get blocked or timed out or muted. It depends on if y'all just being disrespectful. But if y'all keeping it boxing, if y'all sharing y'all difference in opinion and y'all just talking boxing talk, you're not going to get muted. You're not going to get blocked. You just talking boxing. Now, if you get disrespectful, yeah, you'll get blocked or muted. But if we just talking boxing and you got a difference in opinion, that's okay. It's all right to have a difference in opinion. We all adults. We all grown-ups. My streams or my videos are for 18s and over. I make sure I put that in there. It's 18 and up. So we all grown in here. We're all grown-ups. We're all adults. Everybody got their own minds. There's nothing wrong with having a brain. It's okay to have a brain and be able to speak up for your fighter. I got a guy named David that speaks up for Wilder all the time. I don't block him. I don't mute him because he speaks up for Wilder. He has a right to do that. He a grown-ass man. He got a right to like Wilder. He got a right to speak up for his guy. My guy Adrian Flo. He speak up for Wilder all the time. He got a right to do that. I got him modded, and he's a super Wilder fan. So go on with that, man. Trying to put us in a box, man. We don't got time for that, man. Because what is really positive about Wilder, bro? What you want me to keep talking about his right hand? What you want me to do? Keep sucking his right hand? What you want me to keep doing? What you want me to do? That's all he got. What you want me to do? Keep talking about how, okay, he defended his belt 10 times, then he got a hell of a right hand. You want me to keep saying that over and over, or you want me to keep making every other video about that? Because that's the only good thing about Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, bro, is that he got a right hand and he defended his belt 10 times, bro. There's nothing special about Wilder like that aside from that. And I'm not finna just keep talking about his right hand. Wilder say dumb shit. There's no way that he could beat the 86 Mike Tyson. There's no way he could do that. Mike Tyson will beat the hell out of him because he ain't gonna stay on the straight line. He gonna put angles on Wilder and be hitting him with hard counter shots, hitting him to the body, bending him over, cracking him over the top of the fucking head, bro. So cut it out, bro. There's no way he'll beat a George Foreman because George Foreman would sit there and crack at him. You know what I'm saying? Just like how Wilder would sit there and wait for that one punch. Yeah, but Foreman got that one punch too. And if Wilder catch that one punch, it's going to be good night, Irene. Okay? Ernie Shavers. This is how tough Ernie Shavers' competition was when Ernie Shavers was fighting, bro. Ernie Shavers didn't even win no belts, bro. That's how tough the competition was. And Ernie Shavers is known to be the hardest puncher in boxing history. And he didn't even get to win a world title, bro. So that lets you know the type of competition that he was up against in his era. And Wilder has nowhere near the level of competition of those type of fighters. You guys are tripping. Every time somebody says something about Wilder, y'all want to come in here and get in y'all fees to get mad because somebody don't want to suck Wilder off. My favorite fighter in boxing is Terrence Crawford and Anthony Yard. Those are my two favorite fighters. All right. I don't like the way Tunde Ajayi is all the time. He get on my nerves like a mud. But at the same time, he's training my favorite fighter, so I just deal with it for what it is. I'm not in this camp. I'm not training Ant. I just want to see the man win. He my dude. I rep his whole shit. Lions in the camp. Shout out to my boy Two Hands up, man. What's up, Two Hands?
Yo.
What's popping, man? What's going on, bro? I'm just on this Ortiz Dillian Whyte shit, bro. And these people keep getting at me, trying to put us in a box, bro.
Mic.
I don't got time for that shit. Mad because we speak the facts about Wilder and now they want to put us in a box. Like, nah, I'm killing that narrative. Killing all that. But how you feeling this morning, Two Hands? Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Man, shit, I'm feeling good, bro. I can't even complain. You know how it is. Just enjoying the holiday. Kicking back, bro.
Yep. Thank the Lord for the day, because it's another day I've never seen. It's another day, and it's another day that I won't see again. So thank you for the day. So
100%.
that's how I feel about it. Regardless of, I ain't gonna just thank God for being able to eat. I'm gonna thank God just because of the fact I could see this day at Thanksgiving.
Facts.
But yeah, bro. So, after I found this article, man. Shout out to Unrivaled Boxing Talking News, man. He sent me this article, and I was just fed up, bro. Like all the
What's good, 1-2 kid?
all this BS with these cats talking about that Dillian Whyte ducked Luiz Ortiz and all that. Like, nah, bro. And it just didn't feel right. And I'm glad I got this article. I read it, all that, and facts is out here. I don't want no more of this pushing this Dillian Whyte, ducking Luiz Ortiz when it was the other way around when Luiz Ortiz ducked Dillian Whyte. And they pushing the fact that the WBC ordered the Luiz Ortiz Dillian Whyte in the winner fights Wilder and all that. And I'm looking that up now, trying to see how factual that shit is too.
Yeah, but see, they trying to bring it up in pieces though. They're bringing it up sporadically. Like they're not talking about the whole situation in a whole, because like that whole situation with Luis Ortiz involved like second mandatory shots, Dillian Whyte having to sign with the PBC. There was so many twisted, crooked like loopholes in that situation. Like Dillian Whyte wasn't going to be able to take that unless he had something contractually protecting himself, and they weren't willing to offer him that. Like that's like jumping out of fucking plane with no parachute on. Like, come on, bro. Like, you can't expect them to do that. So basically, all these hating ass niggas do that's fanboying this, to me, they just basically trying to use that one situation, but they just not even going, but they're not going to talk about the other aspects of it, because like, you know how they do. They only gonna pick one part of it, and they're not gonna highlight everything else and just try to stand on that. But you know what I mean? It was never a situation of Dillian Whyte ducking them. Dillian Whyte wanted to take the fight. Dillian Whyte even offered him a fight. Luis Ortiz didn't want to take the fucking fight. And you notice how every time it's a situation when you talk about a major top heavyweight and them fighting Luis Ortiz only really be giving people, like, when he supposedly wants to take a fight, he wants you to take that shit under like a two weeks notice, 3 weeks notice. You know what I'm saying? He don't ever want to give you a full camp. So it's always like some bullshit that's going on with them. That's why I be like, man, they got to cut the shit, man. Because I'm like, these niggas is not realistic. They're not realistic about what's going on in the boxing game, because they ain't even realistic about the niggas they fanboying for.
Right.
Shout out Tim. Right. Shout out Tim Townsend. What's good, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's always a bullshit narrative. It's always they take the one piece out of it, and about it. This goes the same way. They say that they don't make like 50,000 comments about it.
Right. It's kind of like you want to know what the LDBC's like favorite thing to do when they talk about topics in boxing, and it's kind of like, this is what they do, and this is how they do the conversations. If we talking about it on a podcast, if they just talking about just randomly just talking about the shit. If they're talking about it, yeah, they might take something that Eddie Hearn said, and they might take that one piece, but they're gonna cut out they're gonna cut out the elaborative detail. They're gonna cut out all of the things that he said to get to the point he was trying to get to, so they can twist it and make it look a completely different way. So they might take a little piece he said, like take for instance Anthony Joshua and the $50 million. Like Anthony Joshua never said, yo, if you got $50 million, I'll sign on the line right now. That wasn't it. He was speaking hypothetically, like in a sense of, okay, if let's say the fight is 100 million, you know, if you're giving me 50, you saying you're going to take this percentage, et cetera, et cetera. We already know that whole story. But my whole point is they basically take one piece of somebody's information and then, or the dialogue, and then they just go ahead and they create this whole other false narrative that isn't really the case, you know, because they won't pull up the whole story. They only going to pull up a piece of it, bro.
And we've been dealing with that for God knows how long on the YouTube boxing community. And honestly, I'm here to say right here, right now, man, I'm putting that shit to bed. Man. That lying, stop it. All this every little piece of narrative they trying to find or push to make Wilder look like, no, stop that shit. All right, yeah, Wilder got a decent right hand. Yeah, great, awesome, cool, great. He's beaten 10 guys, defended this belt 10 times, all that shit. You know, knocked out this. Okay, great, awesome, cool. He ain't beat nobody though. He ain't fought nobody credible, none of that shit. Okay,
right.
He has not fought nobody that's a former world champion. You know what I'm saying? Luis Ortiz is not a former world champion. Okay,
he never won shit.
Man. He's never won nothing. Okay, if he was the boogeyman, he would have won some shit. Okay, not no interim or no international or intercontinental belt. No, he would have won a world title. Okay, right, straight up. That's how it would have been. All right, they told Dillian Whyte. I watched that whole process, two hands. I watched the whole process for real. When they told Dillian Whyte to fight Lucas Brown, and you knock out Lucas Brown, you get the Wilder fight. And he knocked out Lucas Brown, didn't get the Wilder fight. Told him to fight Joseph Parker, beat Parker, still didn't get the Wilder fight. Told him to fight Chisora, he get the Wilder fight. Fought Chisora, didn't get the Wilder fight. Told him to fight Rivas. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't think he was gonna beat Rivas. You remember me?
He offered to fight Rivas. Because he had to offer. He offered to fight Rivas. Rivas was in the top 10. Rivas was really like a low key boogeyman in the heavyweight division. He was that Cuban boxer that everybody was ducking, that nobody wanted to get in the ring with. You know what I'm saying? So Dillian Whyte took that fight just so he could try to be like, yo, I'm fighting this guy, man. He's in the top 10 on top of all the other people that he faced that you just mentioned. And him and Eddie Hearn had to go to the WBC and go to Mauricio Sulaiman and say, man, can this be the mandatory eliminator for, you know, the interim championship and the #1 spot? Like, because they still wasn't even trying to give it to him. Like, what does that man done ran through hell with gasoline draws on, man. Like, what else can he do?
I don't even know, bro. Like, that didn't make no sense, man. Like, he fights Oscar Rivas and takes the VADA test, passed the VADA test, cleared to fight Oscar. He's cleared to fight legally. He's legally cleared to fight, fights Rivas, beats Rivas, and then all of a sudden, here comes UCAD out of nowhere, out of all places. UCAD ain't been talked about for God knows how long.
How long? That was probably the first time they were even mentioned of relevance in the boxing world in 2019, to be perfectly honest.
Right. And now all of a sudden UCAD comes out and, oh, he didn't pass based on UCAD, but the VADA testing, he passed clear all day, clear as day, but didn't pass fucking UCAD. Who is UCAD? Where's UCAD? Who is UCAD? Now UCAD comes in. Oh, he a dirty fighter. Now they go run with this. Oh, he a dirty fighter thing and all that, trying to freeze him out. It's all a setup, bro. We finna slide Troy Graham up in here, man. We're gonna see what's up with my boy Troy, man.
Marvin Hype, I'm gonna answer your question. No, Joshua didn't turn to the camera and say he would take $50 million. What Joshua was saying was, he was speaking hypothetically. He said if the fight was $100 million fight, he said he was speaking on how easy deals can be made. He was saying if it was $100 million fight and he was to take, he said, okay, cool, I take $50 million. Wilder take his portion. He was like, that's how simple deals can get done. He never said, hey, I will take $50 million. Let's make the fight happen. So that they just use that as like one section of a conversation like we were just speaking on, and try to use that as a narrative to run with it and the whole $50 million stuff and all of that shit. But yeah, that answers your question. What's up, Troy?
Big up yourself, man. How you doing?
Good.
All right.
Man, good. Peace and
Good,
blessings.
man. We good, man. Just gonna make it a little quick stream, man. Ain't too long, but I just wanted to get a quick debate on this. I got tired of hearing the narrative about. I mean, I've been hearing it since I've been on YouTube that Dillian Whyte ducked Luiz Ortiz and all that. And people are really out here believing it. People out here really pushing that like it's really true. You know what I mean? And I don't appreciate that. I don't like nobody lying on the next man. That's not cool. That makes that goes against somebody else's integrity and the way they go about business as a man. And I don't appreciate that. And people need to get off of that with Dillian Whyte and give him his proper respect that he did fight the top guys and he did fight dudes to get in the proper position and he earned his world title shot, and people not giving him his credit for doing what it took to get a world title shot and being a #1 contender. So I feel like people need to stop lying on Dillian Whyte. People need to stop making false narratives off of Dillian Whyte and just speak the truth. You don't have to like him. I didn't pick Dillian Whyte to beat Wilder. I picked Wilder to beat Dillian Whyte, but I picked Dillian Whyte to be a good game opponent for Wilder, and I think that would be a good, credible opponent to have on your resume. Anybody agree with that or disagree?
Well,
I agree with you. Like, I agree with you 100%. Like that whole situation had me so fed up. I was furious. Like I did a video, I couldn't do nothing but cuss obscenities the whole fucking time because I'm just like, yo, because like if you really want to think about it, like Dillian Whyte he's probably the other individual. He probably has the most solid resume in the heavyweight division outside of Anthony Joshua. Like. It's kind of fucked up. The treatment is kind of fucked up. I feel like there's something else going on that we're not going to be privy to, and we all know how that thing goes. But that's just my personal opinion. But I'm just as furious as you. But I'm just like it goes beyond just like us. Like other people have to be as furious as we are for anything to even probably happen for Dillian Whyte.
Well, I tell you what I do, man, just to really cut this. Because people always get at me in these different, boxing groups on Facebook, and they always come with the Ortiz this, and I asked them the same question. I said, okay, who did Ortiz have to fight to get to Wilder? Because, Dillian Whyte had to fight 3 title eliminators. Who did Ortiz have to fight? Who do you have to fight to get to Wilder?
Right.
Where's the eliminator fights at? Where are they?
Right.
And also, let me give you a little bit of history, but it's not that far gone. Do y'all remember Hardcore Menzor? Y'all remember that brother?
I remember that name. I heard that
name.
The name, but not really the.
Yeah, man, he was a heavyweight. Yeah, he was a heavyweight just yesterday, actually. Amir. First name was Amir. And he went by Hardcore and then Menzor. He fought Stephen Cunningham.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, now, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Wilder put him through the same ring that he's doing with Whyte. He said, okay, we'll fight this person. That'll be a title eliminator. He fought him and he won. And then Wilder said, okay, we'll fight this person, fight that person. That fight was Spilka. That was supposed to be Wilder's fight. I'm sorry, not Wilder, but the Menzor's title shot. This is what happened. They came at Menzor and they offered him $250. He said, okay, fine. Then they took that contract, came back and said, nah, we're gonna give you $150. He said, I don't give a damn if you give me 30. I just want my shot. And they never gave him a shot. They never gave him a shot. Fast forward to today, you see the same thing with Whyte. Mm-hmm. He had an issue with punching because brother was in a puncher. Fast forward to Whyte. Whyte is a puncher. Wilder has never faced a puncher. 12 years, 40-plus fights. Name me a puncher that he's fought. He's fought fighters, but name me a puncher. Name me all his title defenses, right? Name me one of them people that he had a title defense against with that's currently in the top 10.
Aside from Fury.
There you go. I mean, honest with you, Wilder's a likable guy. I keep using the same term. He's a charming asshole, but his fans are liars.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Never in all my 30 I've been a fan since I was 15. I'm 48 now in boxing, right? So I've never met a group of people that make so many excuses for a fighter but never have a valid reason why he should do something. Okay? You all ever catch that?
Yeah. Who you telling? Who you telling? That's one of the main things that pissed me off about his ass, man.
That's right, but I'm gonna jump off here because I'm cooking for little sister today, man. She got me doing, my people Jamaican, so
Yeah.
I finished the jerk chicken wings. I finished the lemon pepper wings.
Get that oxtail up in there.
Actually, I'm doing something similar, man. I'm not doing oxtail. I'm doing smoked turkey neck the same way you would cook oxtail.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
I'm just finishing up the peas. I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret to make them. You add a little flour in there, but don't use white flour. You can use almond flour, which is better for you, or wheat flour. If you use the almond, it gives it a little bit of sweet taste. Put a little bit of, crushed red pepper in there. Stir that thing up, man, and trust me, I learned how to cook from the best because my grandmother. All right, y'all. Be blessed, man. Be blessed.
You too, Troy. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you coming on, man, as always.
Yeah, man. Shoot.
I got tired of that, bro. I got tired of that BS, bro. We got to kill that narrative.
Man, I'm gonna have to cut this one short, man. I'm about to run do this Thanksgiving thing real quick, man. As soon as I get to where I'm at, if we still on here, man, I'll tap back in.
All right, bro. I'll holler at you, bro. Happy thanks, dude.
All right, bro. Same to you. Salute everybody.
But yeah, man, we got to kill that whole little narrative, bro. Kill that whole narrative. About that whole Dillian Whyte ducking Luiz Ortiz and all that. We got to kill that. They lying. They lying for Wilder. Period, point blank. You got to cut that out. 64 people in the building. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. So serious. We killing narratives, man. You find out a narrative that's out there, and I promise you, if the NBBC or UGC don't kill it, I promise you, D. Jefferson gonna kill it. All right? D. Jefferson is not NBBC or UGC. D. Jefferson killing all narratives. He killing anything. He killing all arguments, man. Period. That's just what D do. All right? Get the likes up, man. Real talk. What's up, Red Glove? Put it in the chat again. Just to let y'all know, man. We out here. We doing what we got to do. We killing all narratives, bro. All right? We not going into 2020 with this BS. We're not going into 2020 with false narratives and lying on boxers. We're not going into 2020 with false narratives. None of that. We're going into 2020 with real talk boxing. We're going into 2020 with non-biased boxing. That's what we're doing. I'm going with Hunter, Adam Mo. That's what we going with. Demetrius. Holla at this dude.
What's up? It's Demetrius. What's going on, boss? Hey, nothing much, man. I just thought I'd get on the show. Oh, man, I just thought I'd share a little insight, the whole situation. I just think it's crazy, yo.
What's going on, bro? Holla at you, bro.
Man, what I think is crazy is how the LDBC can spin this narrative and not spit the whole truth, but yet all their fans, when they get on, they profess this whole truth, right, that they have in their head, and everybody's supposed to go with it, you know what I mean? Like the whole Dillian Whyte situation. In my personal opinion, man, that's a conspiracy and that's some corruption going on. I don't care what anybody says.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I've never seen, a fighter You know what I mean? It's the same thing with Triple G. You remember, Triple G in the heavyweight division, it was so weak, you know what I mean? And he was getting all this credit for pound and this and that. Same thing's
Mhm.
happening, for Wilder.
I
Now
never
he's on
thought
the
Triple G was
pound for pound list.
I never thought Triple G was pound for pound because he only fought at 160. It was like, he good, but let him. Now, if he would have fought at 68 and won about at 68, you could make that argument there. But he never moved up to
Exactly.
60 or never fought at 54, so it wasn't like I was really sold on Triple G being pound for pound for real. So,
True that. So it was a thing, Ward called him out and Ward, you move up and you do this and all this crap. They attacked Ward. You know what I mean? And the same thing
Exactly.
gonna happen for Wilder too. You
Yeah.
know?
But Wilder is they saying Wilder is #1 pound for pound fighter and all that type of stuff, like all the type of lies, things that they coming up with to make Wilder look bigger than what he is. Like, yeah, I don't think lying on the boxer is a good thing to do, man. I don't think that. Hey, bro, can you do me a favor and turn the music down? Because I don't want them to cut my screen down because of the music. I don't own the
Oh
rights.
yeah, let me get on out here real quick, boss. Got little kids up in here doing their little
Oh,
thing. Got little
okay.
kids up in there doing their little thing, stuff like that. My bad about that, but
It's all good.
yeah,
It's
that
all
was
good.
yeah.
I don't want them to cut me off and cut you off, bro. I want them to hear all this, bro. I want them to hear everything.
I,
But yeah,
I
I don't
appreciate
like
it.
the narrative stuff, and at this point at my stage in career with this YouTube stuff, man, I just want to cut all that biased narrative, all that stuff, man. Just keep it real. If Dillian Whyte would have ducked Luis Ortiz, then so be it. Then this would have been dedicated and being honest about that. But that's a lie, and that's something that's been pushed on YouTube for about 2 years now, and they've been pushing
Right.
it and pushing it, and people are believing it. Like it's the God.
Exactly.
They think it's really the truth. And I can understand if it was, but it's not. And when you really out here spitting it like it's truth, and you so serious about telling this to where it's like, bro, you really pushing this lie so much, like you really are brainwashing people to believe something that's not true.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm here to cut that. I'm here to say no, they lying, and all they can say sitting there. Y'all can say I'm hating on what y'all want to. Y'all can say I'm clout chasing. No, I'm truth telling. Okay, that's a lie. Anybody that tell you Dillian Whyte duck Luis Ortiz, they lying to you. All
I
right.
feel the same way. There's no reason for Dylan White to duck Ortiz. You know what I mean? So
Exactly. There was no reason for that. Like, come on, bro. Like this is after he fought Anthony Joshua. I don't think Dillian Whyte looked at Luis Ortiz as a more threat to him than Anthony Joshua. I don't think he was. I don't think so. So I think that would have been an easy fight, honestly. But anyway,
right,
they
shit.
think otherwise.
White is a warrior, shoot. He'll fight anybody, I believe. That's my thing. I believe White, you know what I'm saying?
And
He'll
that's how
fight
I.
anybody. I
And,
don't see
and,
no
and you
reason
know
for
what,
him to
Red Glove?
duck.
It's ironic. Hey, D, this is something that I thought was funny too. Because this is something that came out yet either. That usually comes out. The fighter is really confident about who he is and what he does. Because I haven't seen it either. Hold on. But yeah, show that.
Yeah, I
No
feel
one
you
can
on that.
find the numbers. Well, Red Glove Militant said I can't find any numbers of. Yeah, there you go. No one can find the numbers. Regular numbers, bro. If that, what's the number? We
Hey, I
want to know.
searched for it
We want to know
too.
how much it sold. What's the pay-per-view sales? What the numbers do? We want to know. We want to know how much money Fox lost for supporting Deontay Wilder.
Hey, it must have
I
been
want
really
to know.
bad because they don't have anything on that.
They don't have anything on that because I guarantee if
I
the
mean, I
numbers was
searched this
big,
morning.
they'd put that shit out first. They'd put it out like right after the fight was over. They'd probably put them numbers out probably right when they was walking out to the ring. All that. This pay-per-view
Right.
hit
If they were
millions.
good,
Blah, blah.
all right. If they
Mm-hmm.
were good, it would have been out Monday.
Yep. Fast.
would have been out
Deontay
Monday.
Wilder sold 1.5 million tickets and 1.2 pay-per-views and like, wow, really? No,
You know what it
nothing.
is. You know what? I don't want to sound like no hater. I mean, no Wilder hater, but you know, I wouldn't have so much disdain for Wilder if it wasn't for the fans trying to spin it the way they spin it. You know what I mean? It's just like
That's true.
the Triple G thing all over again. You know, the fans really made you hate him. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it's not like, okay, you can appreciate, okay, he is a, you know, he's a good fighter. He's doing what he's doing, but if he hadn't done or proved it yet, why are you saying it? You shouldn't say it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Let him prove it first before you get out here saying, "Oh, he's the best and this and he's the best." So
Yeah.
that's my thing. That's my thing.
And Bruh Money says, who has White beat? Look, bruh. I'm glad your name Bruh Money, because I can say that. Look, bruh. Check this out, bruh. Dillian Whyte, and I've said this so many times, and I'm sure people that have heard me say this millions of times are gonna get tired of me saying this. But WBC told Dillian Whyte to fight Lucas Brown. He beat Lucas Brown, and he was supposed to get a fight with Deontay Wilder after that. Didn't happen. All right. Now, if anything, you want me to be real with you about some shit, I could honestly say, and I'm sure I'm gonna piss some people off. I could honestly say that Anthony Joshua ducked Dillian Whyte because he didn't fight him in April. And he did say if he didn't get the Wilder fight, he was gonna fight him next, and he did not do that shit. So I do have an issue with that. So for everybody that want to try to flip some shit, try to pull that I'm trying to be biased on Dillian Whyte, like nah, AJ on some fuck shit too, because he did say in front of God and everybody after I think Dillian Whyte beat who was that? Chisora. I think he knocked out
Hmm.
Chisora, and AJ came in the ring, and then he told him that if Wilder don't want to come over and fight Anthony Joshua in April, he was gonna fight him, and he was like, okay, for sure. And then when he didn't get the fight with Wilder, he ended up trying to fight Big Baby Miller or some shit, and I was like, yeah, that was very fugazi, AJ. That was some fugazi shit, bro.
Yeah, because it was a whole thing where I guess they were trying to figure out the purse bid. You know what I mean? And White came out and said, man, they tried to they tried to lowball him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what Dillian said. He said they tried to lowball him, so I was like, damn. So yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. It go both ways. You know what I'm saying? You got to call it a spade a spade. When whoever's doing some fuckery, everybody getting called out on it. AJ getting called on his little fuckery and duckery. Everybody getting called out on that shit. Gonna have to do a video on it just to make y'all feel better.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, straight
Like y'all
up, straight up.
I'm gonna have to do a video just so y'all feel better about it. Y'all leave me the hell alone. Stop calling me biased out here when all I'm doing is calling shit a spade, but y'all don't like that shit because it hurts y'all feelings. Ain't my fault. I ain't say nothing when y'all was talking about Anthony Yard getting knocked out with a jab. I didn't say nothing. I was on hush mode. I was on straight hush mode. Quiet as a church mouse. Dude, I couldn't say
Yeah,
nothing.
boss. But hey, shoot, I appreciate you for letting me on the show, man. I'm about to go ahead and do my thing.
Hey
Happy
man, do your
Thanksgiving to
thing,
you and
man.
everybody. In the chat.
For sure, bro. Thank you for coming on, bro. Glad to have you, bro. Come on anytime if you're feeling it, bro.
All right, boss man.
What's up, D? What's up, D? What's popping with you, man? Happy Thanksgiving to you.
What's up? What's up, man? I don't really celebrate holidays and I don't eat meat, but happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy
Hey,
your day.
man.
You know what I
This
mean? Eat well.
it's a day, so I thought since it was that day, I thought I'd just wish it to you too, regardless if you're celebrating or not. I do, and
Yeah.
just want
Yeah.
to just
Happy
happy.
Thanksgiving to all you guys and enjoy your meals and have a great day with the family. I do like Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate holidays, but I do appreciate Thanksgiving because it brings family together. You know what I mean? So um yeah, man. And I don't eat meat though, so
What's up, Black?
but
What's up,
yo,
Black?
what's the topic though? What's that, Black?
Oh,
What's up, Black?
This nigga gonna have tofu and stuffing and shit, dressing or whatever. Cranberry sauce on the side.
tofu promotion. Tofu promotion.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
What's happening with y'all,
Meatless
man?
thing. Shit,
Nothing
man.
much, bro. I'm just killing the narrative, bro. Like I'm glad I got my number one generals on the panel, man. I got all three generals is on here. So basically, I'm killing that whole LDBC narrative that they've been pushing and brainwashing motherfuckers for the past 2 years, talking about Dillian Whyte ducked Luis Ortiz when it was really Luis Ortiz that ducked Dillian Whyte and Deontay Water who froze Dillian Whyte days now. So man, I'm just killing that whole narrative. We going into 2020 killing narratives, bro. We going into 2020 with all that bullshit getting cut today. So I got the article right here with Dillian Whyte saying that they offered Luis Ortiz 2 million pounds to fight, and they made him a couple of offers after that, and he turned it down because he felt he was worth more. So,
and I think they offered him pay-per-view, pay-per-view buys too, because they was gonna be in pay-per-view in the UK.
So all that they talk about Luis Ortiz is the boogeyman and all that, when really it was Oscar Rivas, because didn't nobody want to fight Oscar Rivas. But who fought Oscar Rivas though? Dillian Whyte.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He beat him. Oh shit. And then all of a sudden UCAD comes out of nowhere and want to say he dirty. But you already know, man. You know our motto is Vado or Nada.
Vado or Nada, nigga. And he passed all Vado protocol.
And you know what's funny, guys, is how UCAD, which is the doping agency for the United Kingdom, they come out clearly they're making a mistake, right? But USADA Norvada, which handles the US, they had no problems with Dillian Whyte, but yet the WBC want to suspend them and all that. Motherfucker, the doping agencies here in the US have no problem with this dude. So why all of a sudden y'all goddamn slamming him on something that's superficial?
He's done.
You can't even prove their case.
Look, D, he's done everything WBC asked him to do and everything VADA asked him to do. And this is what they did.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they did to him.
But then they want to
but I told y'all, I low-key let y'all know my theory on it. My theory is the PBC, WBC side, them niggas is trying to move away from a clean sport, man. That's why they, Suleiman throwing VADA under the bus with, with little comments or whatnot. And 1 month, little to no testing for these fights now. They're not even reporting the shit now. They're not even putting it on box rec. You got to investigate who's being tested, who not. They wanted to be private on this testing stuff. So
right. And then Black, they talking about some fucking unification match with the PVC and the dub. Get the fuck out of here. That PVC belt ain't recognized. How the fuck is that a unification match?
It's gonna be the unified juice bowl. They're gonna be juiced to the gills, fighting for them 2 straps.
And that's the weirdest thing is how Wilder always talk about he don't like fighting people that are dirty fighters, but you hold the belt where they basically allowing that to happen.
It's about to be wide open, man. Dude's gonna, and you know what, DT, this year, man, with all the stuff we done seen, the deaths and the tragedies, this should be the last thing that they should be allowing.
They should be going even harder to make the sport clean.
You would think. You would think exactly. That.
You would think they would be doing that, but unfortunately, it's too much like right. I think it's just too much like right to do that. We don't want to see people actually be clean and make the sport clean. Nah, we gonna obviously tell y'all that the sport is gonna be dirty.
It's more money connected to corruption than it is doing the right thing out here.
Yeah, it is.
Motherfuckers just selling out, bro.
It's more money in saying, fuck somebody's health, and it don't matter. They the ones in there. You the one in there getting punched on, Black, or I'm the one that's getting punched on. You know what I'm saying? It's me that's getting hit on. So it don't matter about who the promoter is or the sanctioning body. It don't matter. I'm getting the money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there.
Yeah, well, you know the PVC don't give a damn about who healthy and who not. You know that.
They showing us, bro. We not saying it. They showing us.
Mm-hmm.
We just reporting what a lot of you other side niggas won't report on.
Of course, y'all know we're gonna be haters for saying this, though.
Right. Truth is the new hate. You're gonna keep hating.
We was haters for looking out for Errol Spence, man. We was haters for telling Errol Spence to stop drinking and driving. We was haters for telling Errol Spence to, stop partying. You need to be in the gym training, or just kicking back and relaxing with your kids and shit. We was haters for that.
Mm-hmm.
But now, after all this didn't happen, now them other side niggas saying the same shit we was saying. So, but we was haters. We was haters for that shit, though.
Hey, but you know what's so crazy about it though? It's like we flamed AB, right? Everybody flamed AB, right? This Spence, and the reason why we flame him is because of the same shit we flame Spence for now. But this nigga Spence wasn't really doing all that shit. At least we didn't know. Then he started hanging with AB. Y'all niggas act like that shit was cool. Like that was cool that Errol Spence at his level and the promising career that he's supposed to have, he need to be hanging out with this nigga. So we flame that. And then now the niggas acting just like AB, bro. DWI, you know, all this other shit, out partying, flashy, want to be out there with the rappers on stage and shit like that. Nigga, like this is the same. This is AB. This is AB blueprint right here.
Yep.
Yo,
You know?
man, I've been called a fake ass Spence fan. Like motherfuckers don't even really believe I'm a real Spence fan just because I speak the truth about this man.
Yeah.
Like Black done heard it, man. And Black knows since I hit the UGC, I came into the UGC fucking defending Spence.
Took shells, a lot of shells for that nigga. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I like that.
And then,
I like
and
that.
then now I'm a fake Spence fan. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, I'm digging that hat though. I'm digging that hat, D. I appreciate it.
Oh, you like the A's? All right.
What you mean? That's over on this side, fam. The West.
Where they at?
They at though.
That's what's up.
Thank you for showing love to the West, fam.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man. That nigga 1-2 Kid said this nigga got like 100 hats. You know?
I got a few. I got a few.
Believe it, but I appreciate that one though.
Facts.
But yeah, man, I've been on that lately, bro. I've been trying to, and shout out to Unrivaled Boxing Talk News. He was the person that sent me the link to even get to the article where I read it to get the factual information. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Unrivaled Boxing Talk News, man. God love you, Mark, man. Thank you for being the boxing guru that you are. Without you, bro, it'd be a lot harder to get info. Trust and believe.
Man, that dude is a walking fucking encyclopedia of boxing. I'm telling you now. This nigga, man, he got so much fucking knowledge. And look, he got a lot of knowledge right off the dome. That ain't even him going and searching for shit. Like you can I was on with him one day and matter of fact, we was talking on the phone. We weren't even on live. And so he said, just ask me any division, right? So I asked him the first division. He went from 1 to 15 to ranking. And I was on fucking line checking behind him. And I did like 4 different divisions, my nigga. And he went from 1 to 15 in 4 different divisions right off the dome. Like that dude, man, fucking, he lives and breathes boxing for real.
Yeah, man, I feel it.
Not a lot of people can do that.
Fuck no, I can't. I tell you that much. Shit, I might not even make it to 3 while you bullshit.
Ain't even gonna lie about the shit.
Hell no. Nah. Shit, top 3, top 3. D. I don't fucking know.
I'm finna do an interview with IOTBA. FYI, just putting that out there early. I'm probably gonna. I don't know if we're gonna do it today or not because it's Thanksgiving, but maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday, I'm going to do a exclusive interview with IOTBA. And I would like to get Black also, because I also want to have all of us get interviewed by IOTBA, from the NBBC to the UGC, how this all started and all that. IOTBA is a great person to be interviewed by. You should have seen when he interviewed me in my last live stream. It was nice. But he's going to do a full interview with me. Yeah, he's going to do a full interview with me. Like just the stream is just gonna be an interview. It's not gonna be all boxing talk. It's literally gonna be an interview about me and how I started with my YouTube, the fight and all that shit. So it's gonna be exclusive for everybody, so everybody get to know a little more about me personally. So especially about what I'm going through now, because camp has started. Thanksgiving, I told y'all camp is really finna go on after Thanksgiving, so it's finna get hot. So I'm not gonna be making a lot of videos. You're not gonna see a lot of live streams like I'm doing now. I'm gonna kind of like lay back because I'm really gonna be focused on training. So if you're not seeing me, that's why, because I'm really focused on my training and shit. So just want to leave y'all heads up.
Shit, that's what's up, nigga. You gotta get that mind in the game. Not like Andy Ruiz. I just watched the video. This nigga eating lovely and all of this shit, nigga. If this your training, you in bad shape, bro.
Yeah, this is the last day that I'm really finna get to like really just eat like I want. Cause I'm on weight. I'm 144 right now, so I'm like right on weight. I got to weight at 137 catch weight, but I think I'm gonna go in probably like 135, 136, right on point. I think I'm gonna be really
Well,
right for this
get
fight.
ready to work out, my nigga, because you're gonna blow off a little bit of that today, my nigga.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna run most of that shit off. Cause after I eat, I'm gonna wait like probably like 2 hours, and then I'm gonna go run and shit and burn some of that off. Do a good workout, and then come back do my little calisthenic shit. I'm gonna burn most of that shit off. So and then tomorrow this is a secret. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. I'll eat like that, right? And I'll go run and train. Then the next morning when I go train, I won't eat. I'll have all that shit still to burn. So I'll just go off of that and I'll wait till I burn off all that energy and then I'll probably eat something light throughout the day. So I don't be eating hecka heavy like that. I eat good like that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna eat today though.
Yo, I'm
He
gonna
said
tell
I'm
you
eating
like
today
this.
though.
Hey man, shout out to the UGC, bro. Shout out to Boom, IBFP, man. All y'all supported me. I mean, I got a lot of supporters, Boxing Square, but man, I just hit 500 last night, bro, and I'm happy as fuck about that. I ain't even gonna lie. I just hit
Hey,
500 subs.
hey, D, you earned it, bro.
Right.
You earned your place in this YTBC, man. Just this platform on YouTube. You put up content. You in your own lane. You got haters just like we got haters, but you're not letting that shit stop shit out here, nigga. You doing you. So that's what sets you apart from these other people, man. These other niggas gonna fold. They get hated on by two niggas, it's a wrap.
Yeah, I appreciate
I
that.
tell these niggas, step your haters up, nigga. Step your haters up.
You know,
Let the
Black, I
haters know.
always used to say I embrace the haters because the haters bring more attention to you. People out there hating on you, they like, oh man, let me see what this nigga talking about. Then they get to your channel and they like, oh no, this nigga official. So
Right. And,
the
you
haters
know,
bring
I
attention.
just be talking because you can't control who the fuck hates you or not. I just be like, whatever, nigga. If you want to hate, hate. If that make you feel better in life, hate.
Yep.
Exactly.
Background
That's what
promotions.
Chatwood promotions. You know what I'm saying? It
be in
is
the
what it is.
background vocal with the shit, nigga. Don't bring
But
this shit
also,
to the comment.
yeah. But also, I want to thank both of y'all too. I want to thank D for helping me with my mental. D's kind of like my mental helper. You know what I'm saying? When I need somebody to help me get my mind right, and I'm kind of like losing my shit, and I need that older wisdom from somebody. I call D and be like, D, I tell him my situation. He'd be like, oh, D, that's you. Boom, you gotta handle it this way. You gotta learn how to keep your mind straight. You can't let that affect you. You gotta go about it this way. He'll give me ways to basically look at stuff different and handle it in the mind so I don't lose my focus for my fight. And I'm very grateful for D for that, for keeping my mind straight and all the advice that you've given me, bro. I'm very grateful for that shit. And I
I
want to say thank
appreciate
you.
that, bro. I got your back, bro. I support those that support me, bro. And like more than just outside this boxing. Like, a lot of cats got my number. ILTVA. I was just on the phone with him this morning. Boxing Monster, if you want my number, you can get it because it's just a phone number. But anybody, y'all can get it, bro. I do power of the mind segments, but that's how I live. You know what I mean? That's how
He
I
do. He
live,
not
bro.
Josie. Like that's real talk. When y'all see those videos when he's talking about the mind, like he really embodies that. He's really telling you the way he lives his life. That's not just for show or to get subs or clout. Like that's really him. Like
Nah.
the way he taught me to
Yeah, you're
practice the
exactly
mind.
right, bro.
You know what I'm
You're
saying? The way
exactly
he
right with
taught me
that,
about
bro.
practicing thoughts. It's like I practice what he's telling everybody to practice. Like I practice that, and it works. It works. Okay, I'm a fighter, and it helps me get through them times where I ain't in a good place mentally, and I shouldn't be in that place. And I'll call D, or I'll think about something D told me, and it'll help me get through whatever I'm going through. So I'm very grateful for D Jefferson for being in my life and being a mentor for me. I'm very grateful for that. And
I
I'm
appreciate
also
that, bro.
grateful, you know what I'm saying, for my boy Black, you know what I'm saying, for because when I be training, I be thinking of my boy Black, you know what I'm saying, I can hear him, you know what I'm saying, and I can tell, I know my boy Black don't want me to be out here getting my ass beaten, getting punched on and all that shit, because I'm going to be out here saying UGC and MBBC when I'm out here fighting too, you know what I'm saying, and then also IOTBA, he was telling me about how people want to see me lose and how I got to train hard and people want to
Hey,
see me
hey, but
win
be,
like you guys.
But to
What's
be
up?
honest
What's
with
up?
you,
What's up?
bro. But to be honest with you, DT, ain't no pressure, man. You doing what you love to do. You gonna go out there. You gonna have fun. You gonna perform at the best of your ability. And it ain't about nobody else. This is about you. We background niggas to your event, nigga. Okay, we background niggas to your event, but this is your moment, man. This is your time. You put in the work. You know what I mean? This is why we got so much respect for fighters and to report on them because we admire the fact that y'all put in the type of work to put yourself in a position in a big fight like that. You know, warrior status. So you gonna get respect regardless, win, lose, or draw. Like nigga, ain't no pressure there. Demir, you already winning in a YTBC with that, nigga. Like my nigga
Yeah.
Troy too. Like he was already. It don't matter win, lose, or draw, bro, because you somebody we already look up to in the sense that you taking risks that most people don't take, and you know it's hard just to fucking get to that level. Most niggas put in the work, they might get like to 95% all the way there, and they just stop. Like, man, fuck it, dog. I ain't trying to, you know. If you push all the way through, you get to that place, nigga, to that fight night, nigga. That's huge, bro, in itself. That's huge in itself. So then you just get out there and just lay it out there and just do what you do, believing in and confident in all the work that you put in and your ability to fulfill your game plan, not your opponents, your shit. And you know who's in your back, who got your back mentally, emotionally, all of that. We there. We're gonna be there with you. But this
Facts,
is
bro.
about you just putting forth everything and knowing that you got a solid support behind you and just doing you, man. Just doing you. That motherfucker gonna be in trouble, whoever it is.
Facts, bro. And and,
Whoever it
and,
is, man, I
and I
feel you.
gotta say
I
this
feel you.
about my nigga Black, bro. I mean, I know this that we talking about bigging each other up, but it ain't even about that. This about respect. And I gotta say this about Black Horseman, man. That nigga, the shit y'all hear him talking about, he live his shit too, bro. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
testament to that. Black live his shit, bro. That nigga Black is an
Mm-hmm.
inspirational motherfucker. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. We talking about inspired. Black inspired me. I talked to Black a couple of times, and Black was like, you know, when I first started my lives, I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna back up off these lives for a second because I don't got no subs. And Black was like, nigga, D, fuck that. Do your lives, my nigga. And that shit inspired me to keep pushing with my lives. And them shits is fucking to me, them shits is successful, bro, because I see a lot of channels, you know, got 3,000-4,000 subs, and I'm on their lives and they got like 20, 17, 23 people watching. But bro, I just hit 5 and I be having like 26, 23 people watching. So that all I give much respect to Black for that, bro, because he inspired me to keep pushing on those lives. I mean, I mean that shit for real, dog. That talk I had with you, Black, that shit inspired me to keep pushing, and I appreciate you for that shit, bro, for real.
No doubt, bro. Keep doing you, man. Both of y'all, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. That's what I'm here, man, to promote, man, to support, and just let it be known, man. It ain't you got other side niggas that might hate, but then you got other niggas that actually show love, man, and actually will give it up to somebody who actually doing it on their level, you know, instead of it being like it's always a competition between me and DT or me and D Jefferson. Nah, nigga, I'm doing my thing, y'all doing y'all thing, and I salute y'all for how you doing it and you know how you want to go about it. You know what I mean? So, you know, I support who support me, man. Y'all niggas support me, so I'm gonna support y'all 100.
Yep, yep, no doubt,
Um,
bro.
Lee Black says I can do more training videos, and I want to do more training videos, but I don't want my opponent to be studying me like that, dude. Like
Yeah.
that's so real,
D
bro.
got to do
Like you
what's
know,
more comfortable for him in his
you
preparation
know
for
what I
this
mean?
fight. You know.
Like I don't want dude knowing like how I look. Like he could see some shit. Like if I post something now, right? Or after the fight, and then I fight like 3-4 months later, that's different because I'm gonna be a totally different fighter in 3-4 months because how I train and shit, you know, you get better. So that's different. Or a video that I did like 2-3 years ago, that's different. I don't fight nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But now, if he was to see how I'm coming now, like how I look now, he gonna know what to prepare for. I don't want him to know shit. Just how he ain't posting nothing, I can't find nothing on dude. I know his name and everything. I can't find no videos on him or nothing. No Instagram, no Facebook, nothing. I can't find shit. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? I know how tall he is. He about 5'8", so he probably maybe a little bit taller than me. So he probably gonna be long, rangy, all the shit. So I ain't worried about that. I'm probably gonna have to get in, leg kicking, body punches, all that shit to beat him. But I believe this gonna be a tough fight because dude got the momentum. To keep it real about my opponent, he got momentum. He's coming off a win. He's still sharp. He's still in shape because he's basically fighting from October the 12th, and he's still staying in. I would believe he's still staying in shape. I hope he's still staying in shape because if he took some time off and he finna start camp late, I don't know. It's gonna be a bad day for him. So I'm hoping he in camp now.
Oh.
He's training now, and I hope he's in the best shape he's gonna be that night. I hope he is. I really do.
It ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter.
No matter. There you go. That's what I was about to say.
I don't know. It's because they make. I'm telling you, it's the same shit that we deal with these boxers, bro. With the same shit I deal with. They make excuses. He wasn't at his best, or he was hurt, or he did this at camp. You hear all these excuses. You'll hear some shit, bro. I've heard some excuses, and in the amateur game, bro. In the amateur game, you hear the same type of excuses. So a lot of these dudes don't train like I train. I train like a pro. I train twice a day. So it is what it is. But I'm finna go because y'all got me motivated. So I'm finna go run right now.
Shut up.
That's what's up, dog.
Yeah. Get it in, fam.
So
all right, bro. Well, as always, appreciate having me on. I appreciate you having me on, man.
Y'all enjoy the holiday, man. Salute.
Yeah, man. Salute, man. I'ma holla at y'all.
All right, fam.